What is mechatronics? So mechatronics is a combination of electrical engineering and mechanical engineering, and I tell my students when you mash those together, you get fire-breathing robots.
I signed up for Mechatronics because I'm interested in computer science and engineering, and that was the perfect blend of it where you could actually get hands-on experience.
In this class, I've learned how to code different kinds of code like C++ and Python, as well as different kinds of wiring and how to solder.
What are my goals for my students? Number one, the goal is that they get lots of hands-on training with tools that are in the technology space. So they learn how to use a digital multimeter. They'll learn how to measure a circuit, and they'll be able to debug the circuit. They'll be able to measure, across the whole circuit and then parts of the circuit and be able to say, oh, wait, this value should be something else. So they learn how to use those tools, oscilloscopes, digital multimeters, power supplies, soldering irons, all of those kinds of things.
One of the big takeaways I had was programming logic was a huge struggle for me, and earlier I wasn't 100% confident in myself when it came to variables, when it came to things like, lists and all the Python stuff. I hated Python before I went into this class. It was my worst enemy. Python hated me, I hated Python. The feeling was very mutual that that coding language could burn, and I can actually work with it decently now.
So what qualities do students gain from my class? And maybe better yet, what are the skills that an employer is actually looking for? So number one, it's programming. I want them to know some basics of programming, so they really want to be able to understand how to program something and how to write a program, structure a program. But more than anything, I want them to understand that the program itself is not the end-all, be-all of what they're trying to do. They're actually trying to connect that to the world, right? So they need to get some input. They need to get some sensors, some data needs to come into their system, process that, and then do something. Write a file, turn a motor on, turn a switch on, right? Send a message, those kinds of things. And so not only is it just the programming, but it's also get something from the real world and do something in the real world.